Fight number 7, an amateur MMA bout scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. Coming out first, fighting out of the red corner, standing 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 125.5 pounds, with a current record of 2-1, and doing it for the pit. Please make some noise for Christopher Carrillo.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Christopher Carrillo coming out right now. This young man is 25 years old, standing 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 125.5 pounds. He is training out of the Pit SLC under Coach Domenico Sales. He is 2-1-0. What do we know about this guy, Ryan?
Well, we know that he started out as an independent fighter. He is now at a reputable gym over there at the Pit. He does, like you say, have that record of 2-1-0, so he is starting to turn things around. He has 2 straight wins by submission, and he's got this excitement, wants to fight anybody in the division.
and he's fun, he's entertaining, he's got a lot of energy. You know, I saw him back in the corner room before the show started, and he's like, hey, big man, how's it going? I'm like, hey. He's just got a kind of an infectious attitude. He's very upbeat and positive when you interact with him, or at least when I've gotten to interact with him. I am excited to see how he is continuing to progress. That first fight that you mentioned where he lost in his debut, being an independent fighter, and then changing things and going to an actual gym that is reputable, that has good coaching, good fighters, people that he can really learn from and adapt his game from. And yeah, he's been incrementally just improving and improving. I'm excited to see how he continues to improve.
Well, and again, his opponent that he's going against has a lot more fights than he does.
Yes.
So it's kind of a logical next step up.
Yes. Well, after a while, you know, at these lighter weight classes especially, you run out of opponents.
Yes.
You don't get a whole lot of people that you can fight against. All right, let's see what his opponent looks like.
All right, and his opponent tonight will be fighting out of the black corner, standing 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 123.5 pounds, with a current amateur record of 2-7. Doing it for Beaver, Utah MMA. Let's hear it for Hector Martinez.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have Hector Martinez walking out right now. He is 23 years old, stands 5 foot 4 inches tall, weighed in at 123.5 pounds, and he has a record of 2-8. He is fighting out of Fillmore, Utah. What do we know about this guy?
Well, so the thing is, he's training out of Team Beaver, Utah, in Fillmore. But he's from Fillmore. He's training out of Team Beaver MMA.
He's in the Fillmore Beaver area.
Fillmore Beaver, it's kind of a united front, right?
Yes. Everybody loves it.
He does have that extensive wrestling background. He's been wrestling, you know, collegiate high school, stuff like that, junior high for, I believe, around 10 years of wrestling
Something
experience.
Like that, yeah, good amount.
He's definitely durable. He doesn't turn down fights, which you can see by his record.
Any weight class.
Yes, and that's the thing. It's not always a good thing. It's great for the promotion. It's great for his fans, and it does give him a lot of experience, and that's the purpose of being an amateur right now, is to get all that experience. But it doesn't always help your record, because sometimes you're taking fights that you're not in the shape to take.
Yes, or they're just way too big for you.
Yes.
This is
the weight class. Yes.
This is the best weight class for him. He fights at 125, 135, 145. So this is 125, his best weight class. So, you know, he should be performing his best right now. As I mentioned beforehand, you know, both of them have 2 wins, right?
Right.
So we're going to see who's going to get number 3 right now.
Ooh, I like that. See,
right?
See who's going to come out with more. Who's leaving with 2, who's leaving with 3.
Yep.
Now, you know, one thing that I do got to mention about Hector, you know, is like his last 3 fights, they were losses. They were all here with SteelFist, but against tough guys like Kawhi Thompson, Michael Jamiandor, who is just fought for the title, didn't win.
Yes.
But just a hell of an opponent. So he doesn't have losses against people that you want to hang your head about.
No, not against chumps.
No, his losses are against some very tough guys.
Agreed.
You know, especially when you look at Kawhi Thompson.
Yes.
You know, he's got the
Yes.
heaviest hands in the weight class.
Yes.
In any weight, in his weight class.
Champ.
Yes. All right, Tyler Tomlinson, our referee for this bout, about to get things started. We're going to see some action.
Here we go.
Ooh, nice jab right through the middle for Christopher.
Chris in the longer black trunks,
Yes.
shall we say?
Yes, and Hector in the shorter Venom trunks.
Yes. Both starting out with their jabs, some 1-2s.
I do like that Christopher, when he's throwing that jab, he's trying to capitalize on it.
We're going for that guillotine.
Half guard. He didn't really have it in, but he didn't make it comfortable. Good job shrimping through, getting guard.
Oh, and Hector's comfortable here.
Yeah, and Hector's doing he did have him in that can opener for a minute, making things really uncomfortable.
Using his forehead.
You can see the wrestler coming through in Hector right now.
Yes, yes.
Look at Christopher's hips, though. He's trying to transition.
He's again working off of his back.
Well,
You know, there's a lot of pressure by Hector right now.
yeah, Hector's wrestling is definitely on display right now.
Yes.
Oh, almost has it. Ooh, Hector, they're both going for leg locks. They both have a straight ankle lock. Hector's got kind of a funky one. It's not going to be as tight. But Christopher Carrillo, if he can fish that leg through his right leg and try and lace around his legs instead of just pulling out like he is.
This is not something you see very often in an amateur fight.
No, it's definitely not. And honestly, Christopher had the arm around and he had it locked in right as far as that position.
Yes.
But you have to wrap the legs up too, but Christopher's still able to get that nice triangle. It's deep. I would love to see him pull down the head. He's got that good angle. He's in the right position. If he could just pull that foot down and pull the head at the same time.
Are we going to make it 3 in a row?
Let's see if he can do those little adjustments, pull the head down and hip up. He might have this choke.
Hector's a tough kid.
No, Hector's really tough, but you know, you can only last so long when the blood flow goes away. And Hector's still in it. Hector having his arm around the outside there, that is helping separate a little bit from that shoulder, and it kind of keeps the blood flowing just a little bit on that right side. I'd love to see Christopher start rolling back, kind of like a backward somersault while he's got that elbow hooked. You can still get an arm lock that way, but staying really active. He's got to be careful.
And there he goes.
Now the only thing I worry about with that amount of effort that he put on that is he's going to have spaghetti legs when he stands up.
Yes.
I've been there. It sucks. You know, you put all that effort in and you flex down on that.
We're going to find out in a second.
Yeah, you flex down on that triangle for a good 30 seconds to a minute. That's a lot of time to be in a full flex on those legs. And it turns your legs into spaghetti sometimes. So hopefully he's still got the gas in the tank and the blood in the muscles that he can keep moving.
Well, he's got a minute to recover.
Yes, he does.
So, if you're in the corner, what are you telling him?
That's a hard one, because if I'm in Hector's corner, I'm just going to tell him, dude, you are doing exactly what you need to do. Great job. Keep working that ground. You need to maybe throw some more strikes.
Yes.
You know, just being dominant position-wise is great, but it's not enough to always outperform on the judges' scorecards, especially if Christopher is able to land some good shots on his feet. Just getting the takedown and getting the position isn't enough to always win. You need to be active striking when you're on top.
So how do you score that round?
I still think that Hector took that round.
The round?
Yeah, I think that their stand-up game was no more dominant one way or the other. I think that maybe Christopher threw a few more punches, but nothing that really landed. And I think that Hector getting that position, getting that dominant ground game, and just enforcing his will should be enough to have won that round for him.
What about the triangle attempt?
Again, that's why I'm not a judge. I would give the triangle attempt a lot more because he was trying to finish the fight, but I try and get in the heads of the judges, and that's where I'm usually wrong, is trying to get in their heads, because they're not even in their heads half the time.
Ooh, nice showing that leg kick. Got a reaction. Chris throws the uppercut. Christopher throws the uppercut.
Kind of right back at him. Hector threw that uppercut underneath Christopher's right hook.
Come on, Hector says, come on. Come on.
Wants to wear him out. make him slip so he can close the distance.
Slips his jab through. I was just about to say, Christopher's got some low hands. Is he getting tired?
Ooh, nice right cross by Hector.
Hector tends to have energy for days.
It's those wrestlers, man.
Yeah.
They'll empty the entire sink before they give up.
Agreed.
Ooh, nice hook by Christopher. that went right inside, too. That made it right behind the glove. It connected. I would love to see him throw a right cross or an uppercut off of it, but I don't know if he's got the gas right now to really throw combos with repetition.
Agreed. And this is forehead red. His forehead looks pretty red to me.
Yeah, but I think that was from the mat.
Oh, okay.
Going for those submission attempts.
Gotcha.
Could be wrong, though. Hector's got some good power in that jab.
Well, Hector's just kind of standing there. He's got his guard up. Looks like he's looking to counter off of those shots.
Yes. I think Hector's just feeling comfortable right now.
Yes, just walking him down. We're kind of taking an agreed upon kind of slow period right now. Be very methodical.
Ooh. And Christopher's not really throwing with, right as I say, he's not throwing with as much power. That overhand right looked really good. Nice uppercut, too.
He has something to say. They're starting to talk.
Christopher seems to be kind of loading up, rotating the trunk before he throws anything. Right there.
Yep. Well, Hector seems just kind of content to trade right here. In the past, he would have been trying to go for that takedown.
Yeah, well, that's what I said. I think he feels confident. Eat my words.
Say something.
Ooh, nice big overhand right by Hector.
I think he's enjoying himself.
Ooh. And here's the thing, Christopher.
Timeout. Poke in the eye is my guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see him kind of
Winking.
wincing over there. Yeah.
Yeah, that was actually an eye poke. You can see the immediate redness of the eye right there. Didn't look anything intentional. I think it was as he was coming in with that overhand right.
And Hector didn't even.
Hector didn't put his hands forward to do anything.
No. And he didn't protest. You know what I mean? It was my bad. I don't think he meant harm by that.
No, not at all.
He does get up to 5 minutes.
Yeah. Well, and you got Tyler Tomlinson over here talking to Hector, just telling him it was on his overhand. It was when he threw is the head movement that kind of put his eye in a glide path toward Hector's hand. So, and there's, once the round starts back up, there's 10 seconds left. We're going to see, more than likely going to see a round number 3. Now, I don't blame Christopher for taking as much time as possible. This is
how you doing, my friend?
So the beautiful thing about neutral corners is we are in the neutral corner. And Hector just started up a conversation with my co-host here, Ryan. And
so we're just having a little chat.
Yeah, pretty funny, but that's good. I'm excited for this round number 3 now. So we're going into the final round of this fight, and I think that both of these guys are going to get their wind back because the amount of time
that
Christopher utilized,
and
especially being within the last 10 seconds of the round once it restarted, that was advantageous, honestly, to both guys.
Yes, well, and to the fans as well. You guys are going to see, a fireworks in this round 3.
Right. Well, and I think that that was more Christopher that's capitalizing on it. I think that Hector looked like he still had more gas than Christopher looks like he has. But I think that hopefully that little bit plus this 1 minute in between is going to give him enough that we can start seeing some heavy action again, like we were towards the beginning of the first round. I don't know if we'll get that much, but
we'll remember the pace they were putting out in round 1.
Right. Well, and even their pace in round 2, I was still enjoying it. It wasn't a whole lot of rolls. It was a little while in picking that one shot.
Yes.
You know, I would love to see him be able to throw combos, both of them. But if they don't got the gas for that, as long as they're still throwing shots, it's still entertaining. All right, final round.
Well, they're talking. Let's see if they can get fight of the night. Let's let them, they should throw down.
I mean, they got some competition in that last fight.
That's my point.
Ooh, nice hands.
Christopher says, okay, I'll do my part.
Christopher's trying.
Hector says, come on.
Ooh, nice counterpunch by Hector. Now, it could be a good move for Hector to wait for his counterpunches to pick those shots, but on the scorecards, it's not going to be helping too much to allow Christopher Carrillo to throw those many shots. And those shots are landing. He's slipping through the guard.
Yes, yes. I mean, he can't be as passive. He needs to be a bit more aggressive.
Yes.
He does. He tends to do well. I'd like to see Hector try to go get a takedown.
Yeah.
No, not sit here and bang with them. I mean, do it for a little bit, but use that to set up a takedown.
Or be more aggressive if he is going to bang with him. You know,
yes.
Yeah, let him throw in the counterpunch, but then you need to come off of your heels and start moving forward.
Yeah, I don't think Christopher's looking for a takedown at any point right now.
No, he's not planning on defending against a takedown at this point. I think that he's expecting a boxing match.
Well, because that's what we're getting,
yes,
right?
Absolutely.
And he's doing a pretty good job at it.
No, he is. In fact, Christopher, in my opinion, is been the dominant force in this round. And I believe that he was in the second round as well. Because the amount of shots that he's thrown and landed, no takedown that's been successful in the second round or third round so far.
Takedowns are hard to finish when you're shooting them off the cage.
Yes. Yes, they are. Especially if your opponent doesn't overcommit on their jab.
Yes, yes. When you're back to the cage, it's difficult.
Ooh, there goes Hector's mouthpiece. Christopher, sportsmanship right there. Christopher letting him put that back in.
He didn't have to let him put that back in.
Not at all. He could have chased after him at that. There's about a minute left. Looked like Hector was looking at his corner asking how much time.
Well, we got 58 seconds by what I'm seeing.
That's right. Again, Christopher's output is just, he's outperforming Hector in this round.
You know what I'd like to see Christopher do? Also finish up with the leg kick. That leg is wide open.
Yes.
Start beating that leg up.
Well, even start with the leg kick.
Right
I don't think that Hector's expecting anything from the legs.
Yeah, agreed. We haven't had one the whole time, but set that up.
Ooh, nice. It still hit the hands, but that had some impact on it with that right.
Yeah, it still hurts.
Yeah. All right, we're about to hear the 10-second click. Let's see how much output these guys have in the last 10 seconds of this fight.
There we go.
Let's go. He said, let's go. Let's see some action. Yeah, buddy, that's how you end a fight. Going to town, Christopher Carrillo went for blood in those last 10 seconds.
He wanted to get it.
All right, you know what? That was an entertaining fight. I think that, you know, yeah, it was a little bit slower paced in the second and third round, but it wasn't completely slow paced. I think that it was just a little bit more onesie-twosie strikes, but they were constant and they were going the entire time. I think that Christopher Carrillo did what he needed to do to get that. I think that he, at least at a minimum, won the second and third round, but I'm not a judge.
Nope.
So I can't make that official decision. But you know what we can do? We can take it to the cage and find out what the judges say.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Christopher Carrillo! And make some noise for the black corner, Hector Martinez. Then we'll make some noise for the referees and make sure they did good math. I don't want it. All right, I get both fighters to the center of the cage, please. Both fighters to the center of the cage. You know what to do, gang. Do me a favor, make some noise. Here are the answers to the test. Nathan Burbank with a score of a 30-27. Rich Martinez with a score of a 29-28. Stephen Farragher with a score of a 30-27. Your winner by unanimous decision, Out of the red corner, Christopher Carrillo.
All right, brother. I'm going to sit here and interview you real quick. You can get back to dancing in a second. I'm here with your winner, Christopher Carrillo. Bro, you are 3-0 right now on the last 3 fights. How are you feeling?
Tired, but I'm a beast. What can I say?
That was a hell of a fight, man. You guys turned that last 2 rounds into just a straight-up boxing match. Did anything happen in that fight that caught you off guard?
Yeah, to be honest, I know Hector's a very good wrestler, and the fact that he kept it standing on the feet, shout out to him. Fucking thank you.
All right, man. Is there anyone you want to thank?
Hell yeah. First, I just want to thank Hector Martinez. He's a veteran of SteelFist. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to fight you. You're a tough motherfucker. I also want to give a shout out to my people that walked me out, my cousin Joe and Coach Dominico Salas. I love you guys to the fullest. And all my family and friends that came, I love all you guys. Thank you for the support. And let's do this shit again.
All right, brother. You're going to keep coming back, right?
That's mandatory.
Mandatory. All right, man. Well, we can't wait to see you come back. Congratulations. Everyone give it up for your winner, Christopher Carrillo!
Looks like that's win number 3, Matt. He's building a record. Too bad he's not having any fun doing it, huh?